Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Lounge TV reaction. This one is called Tom Cooks Me Dinner. Another Chilling and Ground video it looks like. So it's good that these have been stepping up. Which I get. It's a good time we had to do that because the other videos that we see on Lounge TV, the challenges, there's a lot of outside ones that they do. And it's not really good weather right now in New Jersey, especially in the winter time, so or about to be winter time, but yeah. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into this reaction.
Hey everybody, welcome to Lounge TV. I'm Tom, and there's Uncle Larry.
Hey, what a switcheroo that was.
No kidding. Today we're going to be doing a chilling and grilling, because I was kind of thinking, we do a lot of, these, fancy-ish meals. You got, rice or shrimp on top of it, or, chicken marsala. What if you don't have chicken marsala on hand? What if you kind of just got, the basic stuff,
Suppose you gotta go out somewhere.
Suppose you gotta go out somewhere, you gotta make something real quick, or you come home You come home after a long day, and it's just like, I gotta make something. We don't make leftovers in the fridge. What?
Did you come home from a long day? Was it rough?
No, I'm giving you examples.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying, the one way or the other way.
Right.
You got somewhere to be, or you just come home after a long day. You gotta make something. There's no leftovers in the fridge. All right, what do we have that's something simple that I can make? So that's kind of what this one is. It's a simple, just overall meal that is good, balanced, etc., etc. It's good.
So, what are we having?
We are having some chicken tenderloins with some passeroni and broccoli. And we're doing it, kind of the easy way with it. So over here we got the chicken that we'll need. This is about a pound of chicken tenders. We got some salt and pepper, olive oil. This is the one that's infused with garlic and some sort of herb that I don't remember.
Yeah, so if you want to infuse your olive oil, you just put some...
You take some herbs and some garlic, you chop it up, you drop it in there.
Just let it sit.
In the fridge for a few days. And then you got infused olive oil. Or you can just use regular olive oil straight out of the cabinet.
Right.
That is up to you. They've also got Montreal chicken seasoning, which...
is my favorite.
It is very good. You don't have to use it. You can use, if you got, a nice Cajun spice.
Voice changing?
Sometimes. Yeah. It just does that on its own. I don't know why. But if you got, just whatever sort of spice you want, you can just have that on hand and put that in. We're doing the Montreal chicken. So the side for that, passeroni, which I was trying my hardest to remember, but the person who sent us, all the boxes of them, we finally, That's what it was?
That was Matt. Matt Brick.
Well, thank you, Matt. Again, I know we thanked you before, but I'll say it again. We finally managed to get through most of the boxes. I think there's a couple of them left.
What are you trying to say? We need more? What are you trying to say?
No, in fact, I bought this one specifically for making it today.
But if Matt wanted to send us more, I mean,
we wouldn't necessarily be opposed, I suppose. It was awesome that you did it, but anyway. So, this is really easy, just kind of has everything in it. If you want, you can make your own, because I know that we have a recipe somewhere for...
Well, we're talking about a fast meal.
We're talking about a fast meal. As I keep rambling on and making it not fast at all. That's the trick. So, you got milk, you got butter. I didn't take this out. Why is this here?
Because I don't want any passeroni myself, so I'm going to have a baked potato.
If you have a kid, and that kid is headed off to college, then you don't just have an empty nest.
Later.
You have an Airbnb. Airbnb it and get paid for that extra room.
Now streaming.
Let's do this!
You gotta be kidding.
I don't want any passeroni myself, so I'm going to have a baked potato. I'm going to nuke it.
You too good for what I'm making?
Huh?
You too good for what I'm making?
Nah, you like passeroni, so you can have it all, and I am going to have...
You'll eat it, and you'll like it.
I'm just craving for a baked potato, and I love baked potatoes, so I'll nuke that, and I'll be good to go.
Alright, fine. And for vegetable, we've got broccoli florets. Again, you could get a head of broccoli, chop it up, put it in a pot, steam it, however you want to make it, bake it in the oven, whatever you want. We're going quick, so easy microwave steam. So, we'll get started with this. We're going to do the passeroni first because that has a lot of set it and forget it sort of things to it. This too, but this for less time, that broccoli that is. So we're going to get right to that. As stated, the passeroni is going to be the first thing. So you need three things in addition to just the box and what's in the box. You're going to need water, milk, and butter. You already saw the milk and butter. Obviously I put the water out because it's water. So I put the water in here, 1 1/3 cups. And then along with that goes 2/3 cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of butter. Or margarine, depending on what you like to use. We use just regular butter. A little bit, that's whatever.
Looks like a big giant egg. Whoa.
In a way, yeah.
Turn the flame up like that while I had the camera so close.
So you want to get that to boiling. Now, if you've never done it before, be careful. Milk, when it boils, froths up a lot. Like there's a thing that I remember reading that there's apparently some chefs in restaurants, if they have a recipe that involves boiling milk, because you're not supposed to be like running around, but they'll like run to get like stuff out of the freezer. As if somebody else asks them, like, hey, what are you doing? It's like, milk's on the stove. They'll like, go. Like everybody understands that, like, milk's on the stove, everything's got to be fast. You do not let milk sit.
It's getting a little frothy already.
That's probably just air from dumping it, but the butter's moving on its own. So, that's cool. So you just gotta wait for the milk to start boiling, and then we shall move on to actually adding in the stuff. So it'll take about a minute. It won't take too long. So, as you can see, it is boiling.
It's getting frothy.
It is
Frothy the snowman.
Yes, you're not helping with this because I'm trying to
What do you want me to do?
open the
Want to turn
pasta.
the heat down?
Please. So that's one way to sort of control it. So,
No, you should have had that probably ready.
well, I was trying to get it ready.
I like these challenge grounds that Tom has been leading lately. This has to be the third one in a row now. Hopefully this continues.
Anyway, you just dump the pasta in and then let that kind of mix in. And while you're mixing that around to sort of get all the pasta submerged, then you want to get the little side thing in. It's just follow the instructions on the box, really. Like, it's nothing particularly special with this. If we were doing our homemade version of this, it would be a little bit different, but we're not. So,
Pastaroni is probably really healthy for you, huh, Tom?
there's worse.
Yeah. Probably not healthy for you in the least bit. Probably like ramen noodles.
Nah, it's not like ramen. Ramen is very not good for you. Too much salt and like nothing else. This at least, you're adding in the milk and
So you put that in, you stir it.
stir it up. You want to turn the heat down just a bit. So this is the power burner. We're going about like medium-low.
Medium low.
Yeah, but now that you got the pasta in it, and as well as all the sauces and such, you don't really have to worry about it frothing up and boiling over anymore. So you really just kind of watch out for that specific part. And you want to turn that timer on for about 5 minutes. You're going to want to stir it pretty frequently.
Boil on now. Listen to that.
You don't want to boil it that much.
All right, and then
I'm used to doing this on the other burner, so I'm kind of trying to figure out exactly what's going to be the equivalent.
and then what's next?
So next up, after we get the pastaroni cooked and set aside, because once it's done in 5 minutes and it's still going to
You
be
can start
liquidy.
the chicken.
Yep, we'll be moving that aside and we'll be starting up the actual chicken. Timer just hit 0, so cutting that off before it goes off. So I'm gonna mix this around just a little bit more. Look at that. That looks delicious. Can't wait to have that with the chicken. It's a little liquidy though, so we're gonna be turning the heat off, setting it back for. I'm supposed to set it back for about 5-ish minutes. So I'm gonna set it there. 4 or 5 minutes will go by, and then I'm gonna put a lid on it to keep the heat warm while the chicken gets started.
Why are you letting it sit there for 4 to 5 minutes?
Well, you gotta let it stand because it's, like I said, it's still too liquidy. You let it stand,
it thickens up when it sits there.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, and then right after, you're gonna start the chicken soon.
Yep.
Nice. So Tom has me doing the dirty work,
Well.
which is in these chicken tenders. There's this little, if you can get that. I know that the camera struggles with. See that tendon right there? It's a little chewy, so I like to cut them out.
Yeah. Kind of like what we did when we used the chicken tenders for the chicken marsala.
Yeah. And I'll put that aside.
Not in your head.
Huh?
That red spot on your head.
I hit the stupid fan thing over there.
Oh, you bash your head on
Yeah, and you know darn right well I did it. You just wanted to call it out.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I know you did. Well, you know, for one, I'm not used to being on that side of the camera, and for two.
What? Reese's Big Cup with caramel? Or
Camera, and for two, I'm never used to being
On that side of the stove.
on that side of the stove, going to look in a pan to get a good picture for you. The thing is, did I do it on camera?
No, you didn't.
Yeah. So what was I doing? I was.
You were trying to stir the butter because you were like, oh, we stir the butter, it'll melt faster.
Yeah, because you.
That's not the case. It's because you cut too big of a chunk of butter. See, normally, when I do that stuff with the pastaroni, I cut the 2 tablespoons of butter up into like thinner slivers. This guy didn't. He just put a big block of it right in.
Like your head. Blockhead.
Well, that's just kind of rude now, isn't it?
Well, look, I'm over here doing the dirty work, and you're trying to call something out. I see how it is. A lot of people don't like touching chicken, raw chicken.
Right, like Mom. Mom does not like to.
Yeah, so she'll get me to do the. She'll get me to do the dirty work all the time.
Yeah, like whenever I've cooked with her for anything that involves chicken, I always have to be in charge of whatever's going on with the chicken.
It doesn't really bother me.
No, me neither, really. I mean, I don't like how cold it is because my fingers are real thin.
And it's like, well, don't forget, I used to have a boat, and I would cut raw bait up all the time, so I'm used to,
Which is funny because like the thought of me handling raw bait is like, bleh, but like chicken, I don't mind as much.
No?
Is that odd?
Well, you are odd, so I mean, yeah, I guess that is odd. So,
Well, odd is as odd does.
Yep. And now we got to take the trash out tomorrow because it's going to stink real bad. That's the one thing about chicken.
Chicken trash stinks.
It does stink. All right.
Like him. What?
So, if you want to get that oil going in the pan, I already have a chicken hand. I'll put the chicken in. Or are you going to season it before it goes in the pan?
We can season it while it's on the pan.
Okay. All right. Well then, turn the camera off, put some oil, get it hot, and I'll put the chicken in there.
Sure. All right, so we got the oil in the pan. The chicken's going on now because Mr. Chicken Hands with the Chicken Man over here is dropping them on in.
All right, so I got all the chicken in there for you, Tom.
You did.
Now the pan isn't hot because we don't need it smoking hot. It can warm up naturally.
Right.
With the
we'll know
chicken
what's going once the oil starts like sizzling.
Yeah, and then I can take over the camera and you can show your magic here.
Right.
And I have to get my potato in soon.
And roughly the amount of oil that was put on was about, what would you say, a glug?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 glugs?
I'd say it's about maybe a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of oil you put in there.
Well, if you want to put a number to it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, well, it's easier for them to understand what that is.
Oh, yeah. I really, like, a glug is just like a glug.
Glug, 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 glug.
There you go. Alright, so once it actually starts cooking a little bit, and if you got like infused oil and you get like an herb coming out of it, that's fine.
Yeah, it's
just a little extra herb.
There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you, Tom. All right, so, it's starting to cook. You want to get them seasons on there, don't you?
Yeah, I do, but you're the one throwing stuff at me. Alright, so we'll get some salt on this. Big chunks of salt, didn't realize. Pepper.
Tom put extra salt on there for my piece so that I could, stroke out with a...
Oh, come on. Why are you like this?
And there's the magic stuff right there.
The Montreal chicken seasoning.
Yeah, be generous with that. Yeah, there you go. Now, do you flip them over and then season the other side too? Or do you flip them over now?
Well, I know I do with burgers, and it's usually season the one side with everything and then season the other side a little bit. So, I'm not sure for chicken. What would you suggest?
I would suggest just letting it cook like that and then flip it over and then season the other side.
Well, there we go. Now you can either figure out how long it's supposed to take or go by like how it kind of looks, because obviously the chicken cooks is going to get whiter and whiter. We, however, are going to use a meat thermometer, specifically a what exactly type of thermometer was this again?
It is a meat thermometer. What do you mean, what kind?
Yes, but I mean like
You push a
Like
button
a
in,
term
yeah, it's like a
for it?
penknife. That's all. Yeah, it's a meat thermometer, that's all. It's a digital thermometer. Meat thermometer.
yes,
Yeah.
a meat thermometer. We're going to be using that. I don't know what a meat thermometer is. Obviously not right now because there's no way that 165 because that is the magic number for all the bacteria being dead in chicken.
Looks good so far.
Also, I'm a little bit late for this, but let's keep some of the heat
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, because you want that to be warm, not cold. In the meantime, I can go start my potato.
That you can, because this is going to take a minute. Not going to take too long, because tenderloins don't take a ton of time, but it'll be enough time that we can share the potato.
So this is what I do with my potato. If you want to nuke it, because that's the fastest way, you got to stab it a few times. Bad potato.
Well, you're ventilating it, aren't you?
Yes, you don't want it to explode. I'm using a red skin potato. You put it in the microwave, you close the door. I'm going 3 minutes on high. And when it comes out, I'll be able to tell. Tom, watch out for that thing. Sometimes
jumped out at
it
you.
did it to me too one time. I just let it go. When it's done, I'll check it, make sure that it's nice and hot and not too firm, and then I'll.
It's Santa. We got a problem. Ho, ho, ho!
I'll know it's done.
Simple enough.
Simple.
First thing you do with tongs, always make sure they work. It's a little less satisfying if they're not metal, so they don't actually like clack, but you got to make sure they work.
But you don't want to use metal ones in a Teflon.
Nah, you don't need to do that. So this chicken, as you can see, is pretty much ready to flip. You want to get that, like the white cooked sides kind of up about halfway-ish. And then simple enough to do that, you just flip that. That's some nice golden brown on that. So if you say so myself, and I say so.
What's that green thing on that one?
That's the herb that came out of the oil.
Nothing wrong with herbs.
I'm hoping that you mean for cooking.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Sounds good.
Some of them are nice and golden brown.
Yep. Space them out just a little bit.
All right.
All over. Alright, they're all flipped, but we're not quite done yet. There, because now you just want to... You don't really need to like go as heavy on the seasoning on the other side. Because you already got a decent amount of it. But just, you know, a little bit here and there and around.
Well, don't be stingy with the Montreal, that's for sure.
Oh, no, but,
Looks like we might need some more of that. Yeah, we can go low. Should always have a full container of that.
Oh, yeah, probably. Well, make sure that goes on the list.
All right, so as that's cooking, my potato I gotta go check, Tom. So you want to switch?
Sure. Just let me move the piece of chicken and set it more on the uncooked side. Never mind, it's going to be annoying, so I'm not going to do that.
All right, let me go see. So I got a plate out for it already. Nope, not done. See, it's too firm. It's almost hot potato, hot potato. Ugh. So I'll put it on in for 2 more
You know,
minutes.
you have that habit.
What?
Just grabbing, like, really hot things, especially if it's, like, fresh out of the oven or microwave. Barehanded, it's just like, all right, I'm just going to grab this real quick. Oh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
The heat kicked in after a delayed second.
That's usually how it
Get
works.
beat up in the kitchen today. I hit my head, burnt my hand, putting up with Tom.
What did I do?
You aggravate me.
We're trying to make dinner.
All right, what's next?
This guy. Next up, won't be, will either be the chicken being done or we'll slap the broccoli into the microwave.
I want some first aid cream for my burns.
Well, do you know where the first aid cabinet is? Or the medicine cabinet, I mean.
It wasn't that hot. It didn't burn me.
I figured you'd be in a lot more pain.
All right, you better go check your chicken. It sounds like it's getting cooked over there.
Well, looking at it,
Maybe you want to turn that flame down a little bit.
some of it maybe. Turn that down just a little bit, because why not?
All right.
But it's definitely not close yet, looking at some of these.
All right.
Some of them might be a little bit more, but like I can tell this one right here, no.
Okay, well, I'll turn the camera off till it's done.
Might as well. This potato's done.
My potato is done. And guys, look, it's a potato, it's hot, but that's why you gotta go like this, it doesn't burn you. So all I do for my potato is this. I cut it in little pieces like that. I love potato. I love a baked potato. That's all I do. And then I put, let me show you what I do real quick before the chicken gets all done.
Yeah, because we're running out of time with that one.
I know. Let me get that all. I put butter on it. And plenty of butter, because I like butter.
Who doesn't? There's a reason why restaurants put a ton of it on everything.
Yep. I don't like fake butter, I know that. Like,
Oh, let's talk about fake butter.
no, well, I mean, I grew up with my mom used to use margarine all the time. And margarine, I think mom said it's like one thing away from being
Plastic.
plastic. Oh, and the other thing, guys, this is my other thing I do for my baked potato. I take some Old Bay and put a little Old Bay on there. I don't want to put.
Maybe you've been using too much. Been running out.
No, this thing's full. There you go. That's how I like my baked potato. All right,
There you go.
now we'll hand off.
Hand it off.
And Tom goes deep.
Back to the chicken.
Okay.
So a lot of it looks like it's pretty much done. So what you want to do is you want to find a kind
Find
of
one of the
thick
fatter
chunk.
ones, yeah.
This one looks kind of thick. Put that in. It would help if you have the thermometer turned on. That is way past done.
Yeah.
We should probably get a plate.
All right, yeah.
We got a plate right here.
All right, start putting them on the plate, Tom. If you know if the fattest one is done,
Assuming that is the fattest one, but we know that one's done anyway. So
he probably stuck the thermometer in too far, went right to the pan.
I kind of doubt that. We were pretty close before that, and we've
Am I gonna have dry chicken?
probably because you're stupid potato.
You cook chicken like Joe.
Again, because you're a stupid potato. If you just had pastaroni, then there wouldn't be a problem because we'd be on top of this. We'd be knowing exactly what we're doing. But no, I gotta have potato. I don't want to have pastaroni.
Why it takes so long to take them out? You're just cooking them hot.
I'm making sure that there's still.
If the fat
good.
one is done, all
I
of
didn't
them
know
are
that
done.
one was specifically the fat one. Jeez.
Oh, now we're seeing Angry Tom again.
If you want to start Airbnb-ing your home and you're wondering how to get from step one to guest one,
I will shoot
Oh,
all
nice.
the ads in the world.
Airbnb setup will help you get started.
That's kind of sus.
And now you could check one of them. Don't forget that little piece there. Yeah.
What I'm going to do.
All right.
All right. So that last one that came out is kind of small, kind of.
Oh, in the meantime, you know what? You need to get that
Yeah,
broccoli
wait.
going.
I do. Because the chicken's done, the pastaroni's done, so now we need to get the broccoli done.
Here, I'll
But
hand
again,
it.
somebody had to have a baked potato and take up the microwave.
Angry Tom is back again.
Well, since you're just being obstructive in the kitchen
All right,
with your
here.
potato,
I'll put the broccoli in.
it's the least you can do.
All right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're supposed to like loosen it up first.
I mean, you don't really have to, but
Put this side. It says this side up in microwave,
yep.
and put it on high for 5 to 6 minutes.
Kind of like the pastaroni, you really just kind of need to just follow the instructions on the bag.
Yeah, and all we do with that is we put it in a little bowl, salt, pepper,
Little bit
and
of butter.
butter. That's it.
Mix that all up, and then you're good to go with some good broccoli.
Yeah. So let's get going. Start plating stuff up.
Heck yeah. Broccoli is done. Look at how brilliantly green that is.
That's smoking hot.
Well, it's steaming at the very least. Got some butter, as we said, butter, salt, pepper. That in, mix it around, and then you just want to dish that on out. There's actually very vibrantly green broccoli.
It's very green, isn't it? I
Yeah.
thought so too. It's like,
Normally it's like
I mean,
faded
look
a
how
bit more.
green that is.
Yeah, really. If you can
Oh.
see it through the steam. Yeah, you want me to dish it out for you too? Or?
Sure. Throw a little
I see.
broccoli on there. Don't throw it, but place it nicely because my
I'll
plate
throw it.
looks nice and neat right now. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
All right, I want to just show you guys.
Side.
Look at that plate. Huh? Look at that. And then There's Tom's. A very quick meal.
It is. Overall, it is one of the faster meals. As stated, if you're like...
So you want me to taste it first and then...
yeah, sure.
Okay. Here. We'll switch this. Cut a piece of this this chicken. We know what potato tastes like and broccoli. Right? I mean, I don't need to taste that.
I sure hope we do.
I'm just going to see what this chicken...
Well, cut fairly easy.
Good Lord.
Surprisingly, it's not dry.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's actually quite good.
That is kind of surprising.
Yeah, so easy meal to make, guys. Tom, good job.
Thank you.
Now I will take over this. This is always the best part, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't have a knife, though, so...
You can use my knife. I didn't eat off of it.
That's true.
What?
Oh, yeah, that comes apart real easy.
Oh, you're playing the amazing. You got it.
Yeah.
It's kind of disturbing how much you like eating chicken, but you don't like anything else to do with chicken.
How was that disturbing?
You're sick little man.
You're the one who wanted the chickens.
All right.
So, yeah, very easy meal to make. I would recommend it. You can substitute it for a lot of things, like make a different type of pasta, have a different vegetable, put a different type of seasoning on the chicken, do a different type of chicken. It's very versatile. You can like mix and match, make things however you kind of want it. So, that being said, do try it out. And until next time, put you in relax. Something cold to drink. Meet you at the lounge.
That was terrible.
I forgot the exact wording.
Till next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet up, relax, and we'll meet you at the lounge.
I got most of that.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you. Yeah. Now, do me a favor and clean up, will you?
What?
That's what you say to me all the time. And besides, the least you could do, since you're the one who almost jeopardized the chicken, and you made the pasta coagulate into a big old clump. Look at that.
Yeah, that's why I don't like that
Took
stuff.
The microwave.
That's what it does in your
for all that
stomach.
time.
That's what it
God,
does
like
in your
father,
stomach.
like son.
Coagulates and
Are you
gets all
kidding me,
lumped up.
Tom?
Goes right to your head, and that's why you got a lumpy head.
I said clump, not lump. You know, like the ones on top of your head from bashing it into the overhead vent.
All the pots and stuff will be out here for you when you get done.
No, they won't. You'll be taking care of that, right?
That's messed up.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
It's messed up.
Sophia.
Well, I'll say it right, even though I don't have anything to drink. Until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet relaxed. I'll meet you at the lounge. With my potato. Potato hating.
Boots Hall on Temu. Score a $20 gift.
Anyways, that was an interesting video with the chill on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one, and yeah.